You know, a lot of fragrances that are out now, mainstream, that the big houses release, they remind me of like a pop song. It's just the same thing over and over again that's really catchy. Other fragrances like the really classic, more French style, to me those fragrances are like they're like symphonic. Hi everyone, welcome to the Nose Nose. It's Daniel. We are talking about a brand new fragrance from Tom Ford Private Blend today. Yet another one is coming out. Now this one is not released yet. It is coming in a few weeks, but I got a sneak peek because one of my friends works for the line and he was able to get me a little bit of the juice so I could try it on my skin once, and he gave me some information about the scent. So if you've been watching a few of my videos, you know that I am a huge fan of the original 2007 Tom Ford Private Blend collection. I think they are brilliant scents. I think that they are really unique and were like totally something new when they first came out. No one was doing oud as a popular scent, and now you look at the market and it's everywhere, and that's really because of what Tom Ford did. Recently, so much, I've had a few favorites, but I haven't been as wowed by everything that's been happening with the brand. But I'm happy to say that the newest scent that was just released in Private Blend, Oud Mineral, which came out last month, is a step in a totally new direction, and I think it's a cool direction. It's a salty, oudy scent, and this new wood, this new fragrance, Oud Wood Intense, is also something new and exciting. So the best way that I can describe it is that it is like an update on our favorite 2007 scents, right? It's like they've realized, and it's like they're anniversarying their launch. It was 10 years ago that these scents came out, believe it or not. Oud Wood, Tuscan Leather, Tobacco Vanille, Noir de Noir. All these scents have been around for 10 years, and they were amazing. So it's like they are taking that heritage and making it fresh 10 years later in 2017. So practically the best way I can describe the scents is it's like Oud Wood and Tuscan Leather had a love child and made their own baby fragrance. But there are elements in it that aren't from those two fragrances. So the official notes that they're giving right now for this Oud Wood Intense is angelica root, ginger, which I love ginger in fragrance, cypress, juniper, of course oud, and castoreum, which comes from beavers. And it definitely has that animalistic, musky quality to it. So it has the oudiness from Oud Wood. It has that sort of leathery, deep vibe from Tuscan Leather, but there's also a real creaminess to it. It's very, very smooth, and creamy is the word. It's plush, and there's also something in it that kind of smells. I don't think it's mint, but when I smelled it on my skin, and I got a lot of compliments when I wore it. By the way, people know they could smell it, and they were like, "What is that?" You know, they were really interested in it. People at work and after. But it wasn't mint, but it was that kind of smooth freshness that mint gives to a scent that was there. And it's just a really unique update on these fragrances. It does not smell like Oud Wood. If you like Oud Wood and just want a longer lasting or more intense version, this is not it. It's really its own fragrance. I think they are just kind of updating the idea of Oud Wood. You know, a lot of fragrances that are out now, mainstream, that the big houses release for mass market, they remind me of like a pop song where there's one melody that gets stuck in our heads and we just kind of repeat it. You know, it's just the same thing over and over again that's really catchy. Other fragrances like Chanel Les Exclusives from Chanel, a lot of Guerlain fragrances, and some Hermes, the really classic, more French style. To me, those fragrances are they're like symphonic. They are full of different melodies that intertwine and interweave and have different themes that together make a whole. So I don't normally say this about Tom Ford fragrances because they don't strike me like this, but this one is like that second category. It's like a symphony. There is so much going on in this that all these different pieces together come together to make a really interesting whole. Last thing I will say about the scent is if you are familiar with Tuscan Leather, you know that scent, there's something in it that smells like a wild party that's going till 6 a.m. and it's just crazy, and everyone's just going nuts at this party, and it has that element to it. In this fragrance, that element is there, and it is even more heightened. It's a very prominent feeling to the scent. it smells like that and even bigger. It's deeper and more raucous, and it's definitely Tom Ford fragrances we know and love in the biggest way possible. So if you like those Tom Ford scents, this one is absolutely for you. I think if you are Oud Wood, Tuscan Leather, Tobacco Vanille, really any of those big, bold, early ones, or probably even Tobacco Oud or the Oud Floor, this is probably for you as well. So keep your eyes out. It comes out in a few weeks. If you want the fragrance, feel free to email me. Oh, and I have to give a shout out to my subscriber, Leo. He stopped in the store. I work at Neiman Marcus in Chicago, downtown, where we have the busiest shopping area in the city. He came in and he was looking at fragrances out in front of where I'm at the Chanel counter, and I was like, hey sir, do you need help with anything? And he got this look on his face and he goes, I know you, I've seen you in all your videos. And it was really cool to meet him, and we got to look at fragrances, Tom Ford, a little Armani, the exclusives of Chanel, and it was just really cool to meet him and just smell a lot of different things. So if you are in Chicago and you want to pop in and smell some scents with me and find a new scent that you can take home with you, feel free to stop in. I'm normally off Sundays and Thursdays. It's not always that way, but most times those are my days off, and I'm there pretty much all day while the store is open for the most part, so you can pop in and see me. I love to meet my subscribers. If you're not in Chicago, leave a comment, or if you are looking for a new scent and want to get this Oud Wood Intense or anything else that we talked about, feel free to email me. My email is below. I love to help people find fragrances, and the best part is we ship for free, so it's free shipping. I'm going to give you great service, and I also love to give you new things to smell in samples that maybe you couldn't get other places. And it's not just from the line you buy. I try to give a few different samples to you so you can get a lot of different fragrances out there. But please, when you smell this new scent, leave a comment below. Let me know too your favorite Tom Ford scent. I'm always curious to hear what people's favorite scents are from any of Tom Ford fragrances, the signature line, the private blend, whatever. I love to hear what you guys are into, just so I know your favorites too. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.